Hi, it's Piper J. Drake, and I am in a car headed to the airport. And oh my gosh, it was not my most organized morning ever. I woke up a little bit late, and actually I still woke up before my alarm, so I'm not sure what I was thinking last evening while I was setting my alarm, but that didn't give me enough time to do all the things that needed to be done this morning. So I was seriously not thinking straight last night when I set my alarm. But overall, I am headed to Washington, DC for a little bit of day job, and also for this weekend's ApollyCon. Oh, wow. So ApollyCon is a huge event. In fact, it's mostly organized by two amazing people, Steph and Hannah, but also it is an event that is owned by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and it is my first time at ApollyCon. So I am super excited, and I really hope that I can contribute to this event and making sure that it's a lot of fun for everybody who attends. I will be doing just a tiny bit of day job tonight when I land, and then also tomorrow, but hey, that's what makes life with a day job and writing all sorts of fun and shenanigans, right? But this morning I woke up and I almost immediately had to get dressed and get Corbin ready to go with his pet sitter. And so Corbin, my corgi, for those of you who may not have seen him yet, there's lots of pictures of him on my Instagram and also on my profile page. He is safely staying with a great pet sitter, and she has a corgi as well. So there will be all sorts of corgi shenanigans and sort of a corgi weekend camp for Corbin while I'm away, so nobody worry about him. He will not be lonely. Once I get to ApollyCon, I will be hanging out at the signings as well as some of the evening events and doing my best to make sure that it's lots of fun and get to meet new readers and see people I already know. It's going to be a fantastic weekend. I really think so. So Corbin is safely off to his pet sitters. I ran back upstairs, realized I still needed to clean the kitchen a little bit and do a few things around my apartment to make sure that it was good to go before I headed out and take a shower. So, did take a shower. I am all sorts of crazy lighting. Here we go. That's better, maybe. And realized I forgot to pack pajamas. I am sure I forgot to pack something else, but you want to know what? The most important thing is I am on the way, and my books will already even be there, so I didn't even have to pack books to bring. I also have a super new banner that I hope you all like that will help you find me in the signings. And then let's see, what else? I'm not sure, but I will have a pretty long travel day to get to DC. I'm flying out from Seattle to Charlotte, and I have a quick change over there from Charlotte to DC, so I probably will not be landing in DC until maybe 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. That's what's always interesting when you fly from West Coast to East Coast, is you kind of lose the whole day. You lose 3 hours minimum, and depending on the flights, you could lose a little bit more than that. So I have packed emergency snacks, but I'm really hoping I have time when I get to the airport. Ooh, jiggle, jiggle. Sorry, the car is bouncing and I am not adjusting for it very well. I will probably pick up snacks on the way. Hey, Steve, I am totally a hot mess. Totally. At least today. Well, hot is probably questionable, but we'll see. But I will pick up the snacks because long flight, I did not get upgraded as far as I know, so I'm going to have to fend for myself when it comes to having a meal to eat on the plane from West Coast to East Coast, which is a pretty long flight, a little too long for me to go without eating. Not sure what else I can tell you, except I will be signing Fierce Justice at ApollyCon, and I believe the bookstore will also have the book before that, Total Bravery, and maybe even some copies of the first in series, Extreme Honor. So I really hope you come out, check things out, come say hi to me. I did see a physical therapist. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, and particularly I've been talking about some chronic pain that started over the last several weeks. Still have my hand in a hand brace. I am left-handed. short-handed, so signing is going to be tough. I'm going to be doing the best I can for everybody, but just in case as a backup, I had a stamp made custom out of my signature, so that if the pain gets to the point where I can't take it anymore and we're actually in danger of doing me some permanent damage, I will have to switch to this stamp, and I really hope my readers forgive me for that. Normally I would do everything I can to sign, but when it comes to lasting damage, I can't take that risk, because then I wouldn't be able to write more stories for you. In order to try to prevent this from happening again in the future, and also to help me heal as fast as possible, I have started doing my writing via dictation, but it is a slow learning process, and I'm still working day job, so I think that that is going to be something where we'll probably talk about that more in a future live video. It's going to be quite the adventure, but I think that it's going to be important for our learning process, and also to take good care of myself so that I can write more stories for all of you. And, you know, also still love writing. You know what I mean? So I have a backup with the stamp. I may be switching over to that during the signing, but I really, really hope to be able to sign as much as I can before my hand gives out. And somebody's going to yell at me for that even. I know it. Nobody tell Matthew J. Drake. Alright, so I think I'm going to wrap this up. I'm starting to calm down a little bit from the rush of this morning and rushing out. Thanks, Steven. Steven says he hopes my hands will hold up, and you're sure that they'll understand. I really hope so too. My readers are really awesome people. So I think so. And gonna finish getting to the airport and checking my bags. I am trying to reduce as much weight as possible that I'm carrying on the flight, to give my hands as much rest as possible. And since it is referential for my neck and shoulders, trying to give my neck and shoulders as much rest as possible as well. So I will be checking my bags rather than carrying on, so that I'm traveling with as little as possible. And hopefully it'll be a good trip. Wow, the lighting is going wacky in this video. We'll see how this comes out when it's posted. But for the most part, thank you for joining me live, and I will catch all of you over in DC.